Welcome back. So in set 2, we have a variety of techniques that have not been explored terribly much in other etudes. So we have octaves and we have some lateral strokes. So Heen, could you just show us what a lateral stroke is, meaning two independent notes coming from a single gesture? So you can see that the gesture is smooth when he does that, as opposed to two single gestures, which would be an independent stroke. Could you show us the difference there? They're just full of independence and they're full of a very strong, honest sound. But a lot of times, laterals are written to be a little bit connected, almost slurred, if you will. And in this case, that's exactly how they're intended compositionally. All right, so you can hear the very opening here has a lot of space that we covered geographically on the instrument. So Heen, could you just try the opening phrase, sir? Let's just try the first line, sir, or somewhere in there. Perfect. So you can see that his left hand lateral is staying out of the way. Da-da, dee-da, dee-da. And you can hear the melodic aspect of the phrase is being brought out. And the lateral, because he's not thinking of them separately, the gesture is smooth. Therefore, it's tucked underneath the most important part of the phrase. Great job, Heen. Now, as we transition, we've got a bar of double verticals here, heading into letter A. So once we hit that last double stop, the G and the C, we come back to those fourths here in letter A. Could you play the last two bars, Heen? Triplet, 3, 4, quarter, 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 letter A. So super clear harmonically, but it's important to make sure you reach forte and then come out of the forte and transition yourself into a different musical idea at A. Now at letter A, we have some very, very clear octaves written in terms of the priority. So can you just play the right hand, Heen? 1, 2, 3, la. Now, when you hear Heen tuck his left hand into it, listen to the fact that not only is it written mezzo piano, but it's only meant to provide harmonic context for the melody. So listen carefully how he balances this underneath his right hand. And then there's the goal when we come up a half step. So that's going to be where he takes us. Melody, and the left hand sneaks up, and there's where we arrive. One more time, sir. That's very clear how he's expressing it. We have some fills here in the second bar and the fourth bar, and then we take ourselves, we wind down through the ritardando into letter B. Can you just take us right there at the retard, which is bar 13 to letter B? Listen to how he takes his time, folks. Beautiful, Heen. And the other thing, too, he's listening to make sure the melody is still in those octaves and his left hand is balancing to his right hand. Let's move on. Great job, Heen. Now we have a combination of more integrated laterals in his left hand and the right hand octaves here. Could you play just the first fill there, or the first phrase in B? Now you'll hear that each peak only comes up to mezzo forte, which he does a great job of honoring. And then right where he stopped, and a 2T, teta, 3E, and a 4E, and that is actually forte. So he's gonna go on this time. Can you go all the way to C? So listen to Heen shape the phrase up to mezzo forte a couple times, and then he arrives at forte and comes all the way back down to piano. Now we have a different musical character at C. At C, we have a callback to the beginning of the piece. It's at a different tonal center now. So the same lightness and the character of the triplet, of course, but now we have a little bit more geography that we explore one more time between the triplets and the permutations, and then we integrate the single alternating, which is one mallet in each hand going to the opposite mallet in the same hand after you interlock them. And that happens twice, in the beginning here and at the end. So Heen, could you play C to the end, sir? And of course, the harmonic surprise there at the end. But you can hear that we have a lot of ground to cover. So students and band directors, be sure that you're staying really relaxed and you're thinking about good sounds, you're rotating smoothly, but most importantly, through the technique, your ear determines what's most important all the way through. And if you could just recap us one more time, just the last 3 bars, 1 loudly, 2 loudly, 3, 1, 3, 1. It's obviously the goal, but our ear has been in a minor mode, so bringing out the major Picardy third quality of this is probably the most important aspect. Excellent. As always, style, rhythmic integrity, and intentionality through tone and expressive qualities are the way to go. Hope these qualities and these mechanical insights help you on this etude. Well done, Ian.